Hey everyone, my name is Nick. Today we're working on my 2004 Lincoln Town Car. Problem is the steering, and specifically it's the steering shafts. The shafts connect your steering wheel down to the steering rack. So let me show you what's going on with this and it'll make more sense. Okay, so we got the key. And go inside. This car is from Canada, that's why it's in kilometers, and I'm in the US. So put the key in, fire the ignition. Sounds great. So you can see there, it's impossible to steer it. And 99.9% of these have a problem with that. That is your lower steering shaft. You can kind of see the head of the bolt right there. And there's the intermediate that goes through the column, or through the firewall, into the inside of the car. And over here is the replacement. Benefit of living in the South gives me essentially rust-free parts. I think this was $15 at my local U-Pull. You can see where they put the pen mark on it. Nice bolts that don't have any corrosion on them, and they thread in. Well, that one wasn't threading in, but I actually centered it properly there. There. Now it goes. So, what I normally do on these, because this isn't my first time having a car from a northern climate where road salt has eaten away at these U-joints, which is what the problem is. You can usually test them at the yard. You just wiggle them around and feel them, see how they react. They shouldn't have any binding whatsoever. It should feel nice and smooth. There shouldn't be any like hanging up or extra force required. It should just pretty much flow freely. And if you're having anything more than that, you got a problem. So this part here is what connects down to the steering rack. This is your intermediate. It goes all the way through the firewall and up to the bottom of your steering column. So I have my basic ratchet set, which is probably going to be a joke trying to get this apart with it, but I will give it a try and I'll let you know how it makes out. So by turning the steering wheel with as much force as I possibly could, I was able to get it to turn, which puts your bolt just about where you kind of want it, and I was able to pop the ratchet on. And again, this is a northern car with plenty of rust. I did soak it down with some penetrating fluid to at least make the threads lubricated, and I was able to break it free. This would be a lot easier if I had a torch to heat it up and make it fluid, but I don't really care. I just want this bolt out, and then I got to get this one out too. Once this is loose, I'm not too worried about, because when you look at these shafts, they are indexed, as you can see, so you can't put this any way except that way. And even if, when you get that bolt out, this will have some play in it. Doesn't matter, because your goal, of course, is to gain the ability to get good straight-on access at these fasteners to remove them. Otherwise, you're going to have a real problem trying to do this job. Again, I'm doing this with hand tools on a really rusty car, so just use your best judgment. And occasionally this spray, I happen to use this stuff here, it helps lubricate the threads. All right, happen to have the lower fastener out, so that worked out really well. Obviously Ford had some kind of design change as they shortened the bolt and applied Loctite. But doesn't matter at this point. Yep, that'll work perfectly. Now you can get a 13 on top of that and break it loose. Trying to do this upper bolt, or the intermediate bolt, I have the steering wheel pretty much back to center. It's a little bit left, because then when you have it at this angle, you're really able to put your ratchet up high enough to put enough leverage down without turning the steering shaft while you do it. And it did break loose. And you can kind of see those threads have a little bit of corrosion on them, so this may be a bit of a fight. Just depends on what your car was exposed to, how much you're willing to put up with it. Luckily, this is working out pretty well. Pretty happy with this today. I'll also be replacing the bearing that the column rides through inside the car. Be replacing that. And I want to replace this joint because I'm sure it feels like junk. This is parts wise, I know that the intermediate shaft from Ford used to cost around $150, and the lower ones were cheap. They were less than $50 at the parts counter. And if you have a 2005 to 2011, you qualify for a recall with this, but 2003-4 models are not qualifying for it. So if your steering shaft breaks, that's tough luck, your problem. Have a nice day. Not sure why they never recalled it. They should have, because the lower shaft here is the same one from 2003 to 2011. It doesn't matter. Same part. Looks like we had real Loctite as well as Loctite by nature. There it goes. So that takes care of that. Now to do this next part, what I usually do is I use the seat belt to wrap it around the steering wheel. That way, again, you don't want the steering wheel to go spinning wildly when you disconnect the shaft, because it very well can. When you have the disconnect done under the hood, there's no longer a connection to your wheels. And this does not have a steering column lock. And they haven't had one since 2001, maybe? I forget the year that they got rid of it on the town car. Anyways, what I do is I wrap the seat belt around this part here. It's not going to hurt anything. It's not going to damage anything. But by doing this, at least you will have it in the general area. And looking under here, you only have one pinch bolt to get to, which is invisible. And to get the pinch bolt out, which is right here at 10, that's what you need to get pop off of this this joint here. So if you only get a 10 millimeter, take that fastener out. After working things back and forth with a hammer and some blaster, I didn't want to get my torch set out. It would have taken too long. I got this joint here to finally free up after I hammered on it and wailed on it. It finally budged, and it shot it with a bit more fluid, and it shrunk enough, so now it just barely moves. But this is going to be a real treat, because this is really frozen. This should be moving, and it's not. This is going to be a real pain, because I need to work it up off of a wedge like this down at the rack, and it has its corrosion. I'm sure it will eventually prevail. It'll just be a minute. Be pretty loud. You can see it's starting to move. Hopefully that light helps. You can see all the corrosion beneath it. Oh, hold on. Hit the O2 sensor. Clear that. All I was doing is positioning the end of it so it doesn't smash into something. Now, take the hammer. And there we go. So that's what this one is supposed to look like. I'm glad to have that one out. So now I should be able, as I do have the steering wheel tightened, should be able to just pull this one out. Like so. this is the intermediate. How's this one feel? This one feels gravelly. And that's seized. I can't, this direction it's binding and seized. Unlike this one, which is fine. So this one is also junk. It's moving this way, but I can't. I'm sure if I were to lean into it, I could eventually. If I put some heat to it, I'm sure I could make it start working again, but it's not worth it. So that will be, that's landfill. Well, scrap metal, and so is that one. And if I go look inside, I'll hopefully find that the column bearing, actually this one feels nice. No need to replace it, so it's in good shape. One of my prior cars, it was very gravelly feeling. So I'm luckily in a good spot now. I just need to clean everything up down there and just get rid of the corrosion popping through, and you can kind of see where that protrudes into the car. And I'll put these new shafts on. Okay, so I've lined up and put the new steering shafts in. I got the bolts at least threaded and started. So weird to see all the plating on that stuff, and the rest of it's just unfortunately rusted underneath. And the same under the dash. Pinch bolt started. So just need to tighten up the two 10s and the one 13 millimeter. That's it. There's nothing more to do for this job. And otherwise, you could certainly go take it for a drive if you want, but there shouldn't be any more problems. So that's the job. I would say it's pretty easy if you have hammer, basic ratchet tools. Obviously, if you have a torch, it makes your life easier. Or some kind of element that will at least heat up that metal and break some of that rust bond so you're not fighting for hours. So I'm going to go ahead and finish tightening these up. Nothing more to do. Take it for a test ride, and hopefully it steers infinitely better than it did. And otherwise, thanks for watching. Take care. Okay, have everything pinched, tightened down. That's looking good. Have the fastener under here pinched back down. Let's see how it starts. Oh my gosh. This is almost pinky steering.